Hello. So today I'm going to be playing a naval scenario in the part of the eastern part of the East Sea location Chum. I'm not even going to try to say that. It's in the Sea of Japan, so probably around here. And we are playing as the United Nations. We are going to be in the Korean War. Looks like we've got USS and HMS, so Royal Navy and US Navy ships. And North Koreans have gunboats and torpedo boats. So it looks like historical outcome of this battle was the North Korean torpedo boats tried to approach but failed and were blown out of the water uh, by larger, more powerful U.S. ships or UN ships. I'm sorry, and these ammunition ships were later destroyed. So the scenario is moderately difficult and simple. All right, so let's get started into the briefing. Okay, so bunch of ammunition transports, MTBs, and PC craft. So we can engage any North Korean naval assets at all. Okay. So it says sink a minimum of 3, so it expects us to do better than the historical outcome. So I'm going to say the first thing I'm going to do is turn on our radars, sonars. Does not look like we have offensive ECM. So this ship doesn't even have sonar. Alright. And I'm going to leave their courses alone for now. Looks like these reference points here are the patrol route that we are to go through. Let's see what we see. Alright, I'm going to pause it for a second. We see 76mm artillery, and we want to stay out of these batteries' range. I don't think that destroyers have any armor, so we do not want to get close to them. If we could destroy them with artillery fire from out of their range, that's one thing, but getting close would be a terrible idea. These are towns, town and city, so we don't want to hit them. Let's pause it for a second right here. Skunks are not currently moving, but if they approach me at high speed, I'm going to interpret that as a provocation and engage. I'm not going to wait to be messed up. We've identified civilian and civilian, and I am obviously wary of any torpedo boats being able to get close to me. If I do need to run 31 knots on this ship, 21 knots. So I would retreat this guy back to this guy who would be running away, and we would concentrate our fire and hopefully destroy anything. This one is the USS Juneau. Can go 32 knots. And I believe the Juneau has a ton of weapons on it. It's, I believe, an Atlanta class. Alright, so that's unpleasant. Civilian. Oh, something is turning towards me. PT boat turning towards me. I do not like the idea of that. Flank. We want the Black Swan to be able to get into this fight as well. And I'm going to bring this guy up to flank speed too. It would make it a lot harder to pursue. Closing in on somebody at 10 knots is a lot harder than at 30 knots. 30 knots. Alright. Anything coming towards me at 30 knots is definitely a provocation. And being near someone, sorry, but you're probably not innocent here. So let's start engaging. I'm marking them as hostile and I am setting to engage. Guns, guns, guns. And we want this guy going faster. Alright, let's bring the Black Swan in. This guy doesn't look like he's going to be able to fire in retreat, unfortunately. It looks like he's just firing. I'd prefer to get him into retreat path, but the Black Swan can come to him. I'm going to get the Juneau to just go straight by. So this guy's got heavy damage, fire, and flood. It's time they start shooting at someone else here. Looks like this guy's been hit. At least 2 more boats are coming towards us. And this guy has no chance of getting close. I'm not sure if I was supposed to wait until I positively identify him, but I don't think that any captain would. It would be like, oh, there's a ship coming towards us when we're in a war. Yeah, we're gonna need to hold fire until we make sure we know what it is. Well, it's a patrol boat. Well, it is a Class A or a Class B patrol boat. It's a Class sunk patrol boat is what it is. Oh, I just realized actually this here is a 6-inch gun cruiser. So it's actually even more powerful than I thought it was. Alright, now that it's done engaging, it has no excuse but to get out of here at flank. At least retreat back to the Black Swan, which has 4-inch guns to back it up. Oh. Okay. So these are probably the ammunition barges here, which I'm going to have the Black Swan go in and inspect the barges. If they're standing still, I'm going to have a hell of a time. And I want the Genoa to do the same thing here. All right. So I am in 4-inch gun range. So I'm going to have... Whoa, careful. Do not want to hit a ship we don't think is hostile. There we go. And dead. Alright, get that one. Now I haven't looked at it, so how much? So this is a 4-inch gun, does 2 damage points, has a range of 6 nautical miles, so that is a small gun. It's likely a light cruiser's secondary armament. And then there's this 152 millimeter, that's a light cruiser gun, 12 nautical mile range, does 7 damage points. Does it say how many guns this cruiser has? Yes, it does. So 3 triple mounts, so 9 guns, and 4 twin mounts, so probably 2 on each side. Alright, so I think... Whoa, careful. I think I can get closer. Now, I am still at flank speed. I want to keep my speed up in case any torpedo boats try to blitz me. I think I'm safe that I could speed it up along just now. Now, while I'm heading into position, let's just start shooting at these. I don't know how many rounds I should really... It says a triple salvo, 3 rounds, so... Add 1 salvo. Oh, no, no! Let's not bankrupt our army here. Wait, there's 2 different rounds of ammo. HE salvo is also 12 damage points. .12-mile range. Surface and land. Surface and land. I don't know the difference. So there are civilian ships here. That's not something we want to hit. So let's just fire a salvo of them, see what we can do. Doesn't say the damage that they've inflicted, but let's just fire at them, why not? Use your secondaries. Let's do a quick check on, okay, good, it looks like the Genoa is safe. Let's just try that then. See if we can take them out. I hope we don't waste too much ammo here. Alright, that's enough. Stop. Stop shooting. Maybe I can't destroy them, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where these ammo barges are. All of these identified as civilian, but have not identified the class of ship. In command, can they misidentify a ship and get it wrong? I wonder. I am kind of tempted to see if I could destroy these. I'm not really willing to spend more ammo on it than that, though. Probably shoot at this radar, though. Okay. Armed junk. You haven't gotten a chance to shoot yet. How would you like the honors, Mr. HMS Black Swan? These civilian ships, all of a sudden, I guess civilian is the class of ship, but they are North Korean ships. And this is, okay, I see, and that's a civilian sailboat. Okay, now you could stop shooting. That's enough. That is enough. Just need to be careful when I approach this mess here that I do stay out of artillery range, because I'm sure that they can damage me, even if I am completely inept at hitting them. Or for all I know, that battery's been destroyed. Honestly, I have no idea. Okay. I'm identifying more of them as armed junk now. I have a feeling that these two will be identified as armed junk, and I'll then select the group to be engaged at once. I just don't want to accidentally hit them if they're civilians. And I guess it's worth trying to shoot the radar site. I'll dedicate 100 rounds to it, but no more than that. Alright. If we're so certain that all these are hostile, we're going to just obliterate them right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get away from there. Alright, I was able to kill that radar, so maybe I can kill the ground forces. I just was shooting it like through a mountain or something, or through a hill and couldn't hit them, or I don't know. No, looks like there's flat ground up to them, so not really sure why I wasn't able to. I think I can have this guy re-engage. Or not, if he's gonna be closing in towards them, I just don't want him risking his ship against these batteries here. Each one of these is 6 guns. That's just simply not worth it. I mean, these ships have armor, but is it worth it? Is their armor really that good? Now, maybe that ship just was having difficulty. The Genoa's in range. I'm going to have it try. So we're going to just try firing 100 rounds here, see what happens. I mean, maybe the American ship can hit land targets with more accuracy or something. Why am I... But I'm not done yet. Let's see, what did I get scoring for? Sinking ships, sinking ships, sinking ships. Well, I'm gonna continue. Hey, get out of there. Right now. Alright, all of them disengage. The Chinook can take these ships out. I told it to disengage. Jeez. Well, there we go. Take all three of them and meet up there. Alright, that concludes this scenario.